Be a message whichever part of the country we are in, but why is this becoming such a difficult and sensitive discussion?
I think because the national government still wants to keep some power and still wants to keep some funds at the national level, which is really unconstitutional, because Schedule 4 of the Constitution is very clear on the functions of the national government and the functions of the county government. These functions like health. In our 5 years in office, the government came without consulting the counties and leased equipment for, I think, 38 billion shillings and sent them to the counties. Now, the project was noble. The equipment went into the counties. It's worked in some places, but also in some places it's not worked because the government did not do a study to find out, does this equipment really, is it really needed in the county? Is there somebody to operate it? Is there infrastructure? Is there electricity? Is there internet? Because some of that equipment was for telemedicine. Yeah, you need internet connection to do that. There are some remote counties that doesn't have an internet connection in the hospitals, in some far-flung hospitals. So those are some of the missed opportunities by the national government trying to keep things at the center.
Would any president who has and of course we know how presidents in Africa are viewed as very powerful, would any president be willing to devolve funds in a way that if 5 governors came together they could challenge you from a financial base? Do you think any president in Kenya at the moment would be willing to allow their powers to be deliberately weakened?
I think that's where also we go wrong as a nation, because it's not about the president, it's about the country. And we have a constitution that says we the people. That's Article 1. The power belongs to the people, not to the president. So when we start seeing discussions that, oh, I don't want to let money go because I want to be a powerful president, because I don't want anybody to challenge me, then you are starting off at the on the wrong footing. Well,
we haven't had President Uhuru say that, but yes. But one gets the feeling that you're reluctant to release more funds than...
Yeah, and that's why I keep throwing around this word called accountability.
Okay.
You know, I commend our MPs, our senators, and all our lawmakers because they make fantastic laws. They cover everything, but then the laws are not implemented and there's no accountability. So when it's very clear what we should be doing at the national level, very clear what we should be doing at the county level, the leaders break those laws and nothing happens to them. I'll comment just as I conclude on what former DG Mombasa said, Hazel Katana, yeah, that the county ministers, you're a doctor, you're told go manage agriculture, you're a banker, you're told go manage health, and all of that. Now, it's not only the wrong thing to do, but it's illegal, because the County Governments Act says very clearly that the CECs must have 5 years experience in the dockets that they have been assigned. So the governors are breaking the laws and nothing is happening to them.
Nothing is happening. Honorable,
the senators are quiet, the MCAs are quiet, the Mwananchi is quiet.
Yes.
So accountability has to be there for systems to work.
Honorable Oti, come in.
Well, thank you so much. I think I want to respond to the issues of whether the president become powerful or less powerful by devolving funds. Well, I don't really think it's about funding that makes a president powerful. And I want to take the analogy of Kibaki and Uhuru. I do not really think that Uhuru, by having devolved funds for the last 5 years, became less powerful than Kibaki. And that basically means it is possible that presidents or the presidency can devolve more funding than the minimum 15% as required by the Constitution to the counties and still become powerful. So I don't really think that is the reason why presidents don't want to devolve funding. But I think what we actually said as Kenyans is that immediately we took up this devolution. We were one of the most ambitious countries in the world. We took too much. And I think it was that many Kenyans, technicians, suggested that if we could do these things in a piecemeal so that we can be able to digest what we take in fast, then we can be able to grasp very well with our devolution. And so there is a suggestion, and I think there should be some proper reasons why we cannot devolve funding all at the same time. We should increasingly devolve funding. But for me, I will not really say that we want to devolve 50% of our revenues all the way to the counties before seeing that counties are able to manage even the 15% that we got.
So first they should be able to manage the 15% before we can devolve more. Let's take you to Kakamega County.